And how can, and isn't that what we have to start with first? Is to make it cool and make it emotionally compelling to be a reasonable person first. Because otherwise, you know, someone who's not rational or someone who's used to an ad hominem attack or is susceptible to an ad hominem attack can look at you and go, oh, you're dressed like a filmmaker, so you're a Hollywood person, so I'm not going to believe what you're saying. Or they can say, just because he's Al Gore, I'm not going to believe what he's saying because he claims to have invented the internet. They'll dismiss everything you say out of hand and without even going to the first premise of your argument. How do we fix that? And how does the vice president, the former vice president, who should be president, does he have any ideas about how to do that? And shouldn't that be where we start? Thank you.
Thank you.
Alex, have you thought about being a journalist?
I am.
Okay.
Great
thought about
question.
being a journalist? Okay. And let them take the hard ones for you.
I think that you know, whenever in history people have tried to upend a power structure, and that's really what, at the end of the day, what this is all about. There are, you know, there's been a lot of money made in the business of mining and drilling and burning fossil fuels, and it's actually led to a huge amount of incredible growth in our civilization. And so, unfortunately, it's had this kind of side effect that we're only waking up to in the last few decades. So it's kind of like you know, other power structures that existed, like you know, in our own country, we built an economy on the backs of subjugating a race of people. And when people started to speak up about that, it seemed like it would never change. But I think smart people and people who see the truth and who feel passionate about it just keep saying it anyways, even though they're dismissed and even though that the messenger often gets punched. The truth is the truth, and I think that you could look at this cynically and say that we're preaching to the choir. On the other hand, I'm heartened by statistics. For example, a majority of college Republicans who are in college Republican groups in this country actually believe in climate change and believe something needs to be done about man-made climate change. I don't think that was true a generation or two ago. I think that the Republicans in Congress now, we're actually moving towards a working majority on climate. If Republicans were willing to come out of the closet, well, some of them have recently, like Darrell Issa in Southern California and others. But it became kind of this tribal thing in our political system for a number of reasons. But I think that the first film and other films and other journalism and other people, not just Al Gore, but lots of great organizations around this country and around the world have spread this message fearlessly, and I think it is changing. And I think it happens, you know, it's a big ship that has to be turned around, and it'll take a long time, and we hope that, we know that we're going to be, one way is to say we're preaching to the converted, the other way is to say we're providing a true story about an inspiring guy who works really hard on this, and we're telling his particular story, and hopefully that can inspire even people in the movement to work even harder.